Okay, it is 1:28 p.m. October 16th, Tuesday. We're back at it again. Let's take a look. There goes the manipulation. You see, this is how the price goes down. This is how they keep the price under their control. Even though the market's showing buy pressure, you see, so you're going to get an inverse reaction to from the manipulators that don't want the price going up. This is why it's running sideways. You'll see here, this is a normal market increasing and decreasing. But yet over here you do not see any sell walls put up here. See, or buy walls on either side. This is a fair and balanced market. This is what Tether takes away the ability of the fiat users to do. It takes it away. Either they have to buy Tether to come in and engage this market, or they don't. This is why they don't like Tether. See, this is why there's a $300 difference. Because they're manipulating the price down here. They're using their coin and fiat directly. And they like the idea that they can instantly cash out. You see? With Tether, you have to come in, buy your Tether. That's going to drive up the price of Tether. Then if you think you're going to make a move on the market to bring it down, but before you can actually bring down the price of something, you're going to have to own it. And it's going to backfire because the amount of money that you need to move to Bitcoin is quite substantial at this price. So you're going to have to buy in, right? Actually drive the price up, and you're going to have a harder task that the money that you use to get in might not be necessarily be enough now. This is why, you see, look, why is there a $300 difference? Market manipulation. You see this outlandish sell wall 72 Bitcoin? You don't see it here. Actually, this is going up. You see? There, they took it off. They're just doing enough to keep the price going sideways. They have a mark of where they'll allow this price to go up. It's 420. Now this market and basically this market are the same, except over here they're substituting one Tether for $1, and over here they just basically use the dollar. They can't manipulate this market without coming in and buying Tether. Okay, then to buy on top of that, then you use the Tether to buy BTC, and you're gonna have to buy two coins to get in a market. Two coins. Now look, it's going up 713. Now this just moved up to 19. But look what they see. This is the interesting part. Look at this. This is what's keeping the fiat market down, because there's the absence of manipulation, so large sell wall manipulation on the Tether side. There's an absence of manipulation on the sell wall side. See? See how these two markets are they're the same concept, except one has manipulating cell walls, large manipulating cell walls, and the other one doesn't. So the price was allowed to exhaust the market is a 6,700. It went up to 7,680, but then people dumped. They sold off. Now if it rises again, I don't think people are going to sell off, because they already sold off over here. Now it's still going up. Over here, it's come to a halt at around 425. Now you could openly see why there is a price difference between Coinbase and Binance. 6,715, no manipulating sell wall. 6,422. Let's wait till it gets up to 25 and we'll see what pops up. They claim they're at the same market price. The market's dictating their price. They claim it, but you could clearly see these are based on dollars, and you can clearly see this one has these huge sell walls here, and it's lower in price to the point of almost $300. And you don't see any of those sell walls manipulating sell walls over here. And then people will tell you that Tether's being used to pump up the coin. No, it's not. It's just that Tether doesn't have any manipulators in their market because the Tether coin makes it almost impossible to. You have to go through two coins to get it. So either way, you're pumping that market up. So now that has broke the right. Each Tether is worth $1, so they're on equal terms. Every buy or sale over here is dictated in dollars, even though it's Tethers. You see? So you got a $3,000 order for half a coin, which is the right price. You see? See, look, they're buying it in. $77,000 in coin right there. You see? These are the total price of these orders that are in here. Now over here, the ubiquitous manipulating sell wall designed to keep the price going sideways and under their control. Back over here. Where is it? It's non-existent. It's non-existent on the Binance on the Tether side. But people are being traded. Hey Tether, hey Tether, Tether's evil. And yet, meanwhile, the fiat market is loaded, overloaded with manipulating trades. There you go. We don't want it to be over 425. Let's block it. None of this coin is being sold. They spoofed it how many times? That's illegal spoofing. Now, if that comes off and there isn't a buy of 67 coin here, that's spoofing. I'm sorry, I don't see it went off before. I didn't see a buy of 71 coin. This is illegal trading right here. This is spoofing. You see? This is why there's a price difference. It's deliberate to keep the price down over here. Now let's go to Litecoin. One wall versus you're stuck between these two walls. The price, the walls are going to change today. I have to see what it is, but they're there. There'll be a new walls put up. It's Tuesday. That's the pattern they do. Every Tuesday they change. Look at this. They dumped it down. Now let's look at the rest of the market. What happened? It's $55. It's $52.75 over here. Why? Because it's being manipulated. I already exposed this one multiple times. They used two walls, a buy and a sell wall, equal market size, right? They changed the market size of those two trades once a week, moving those two trades up and down. They pump or dump the market. These guys are criminal on this exchange. This exchange stands out because it's very easy to detect manipulation. You go and compare this to this over here, where there's crypto to crypto trades. There's no huge sell walls. Maybe just this one here is a legit order. If it was designed to keep the price, it'd be down here in the bottom. They'd be dumping into the buy wall, like they do over here. You see, they do it. They range the price. Now we just got to figure out what the new market size for the manipulation trades are. So you can see they lowered it down. And the best part of it is they're doing it all at the same time. You see? Squat it right there. Why is the price difference? Because they got a huge trade holding the price down. They're manipulating the market. There is no such thing here. This is why there's a difference. If they say tether this, tether that, you say isn't. Oh no. That wire must be loose in the back. Tell them, isn't one tether worth $1? Yes. So the rate of transaction is the same? Yes. So why would that affect the price? They're not going to have an answer for you. How does that affect the price? Well, Tether's used to pump. No, wait a minute. If Tether's in the hands of the exchange clients and they're buying something with Tether and there's no sell wall present, the price is going to go up. Over here, you got straight cash. You can't bypass that. No. But over here, it doesn't exist because it's a manipulation trade. Binance will probably kick you off if they catch you doing that shit. Not over here. Binance honors its agreement with their clients. That's why it's $300 more, because it doesn't have this bullshit going on. You just seen them drop it down a couple of cents, and they lowered the sell wall to keep the price lower. This is manipulation. It was just 23, but they lowered it down $1. You see? In other words, they got a mark of how high they'll let the price go. When it goes down a few bucks, they'll let it down, right? They'll take this wall off, and then as soon as it starts going up in this range, boom, the sell wall appears. It drives it back down and starts the whole process all over again. This is why this is higher than that. It has nothing to do with if you use a tokenized dollar or a dollar. It has nothing to do with it. This is manipulated. I'm so glad I looked at Tether. That everybody was talking about Tether. This is just more icing to the cake. And then if you look over here at the average, it's $6,600 basically. Let me click it. It might need a refresh. $6,500. And you know why it's $6,500? Because this is included in the average price. So it's bringing it down. But you can see the difference in price. No manipulation. No manipulation. No outstanding large sell wall. Higher price. Outstanding sell wall. Moved up and down. Now look, they keep moving the sell wall down. We were just at the beginning of this video, $623, but they dumped it down by dumping into the buys and moving the sell wall down. This is just common, everyday, easy to spot manipulation. Now I'm calling them up today, and I want to hear them explain this bullshit. And now I'm going to tell them, look, I removed myself from my platform, but the damage has been done. You see? Now they remove it, it'll start going up. They took the trade off. They didn't sell it. Where'd it go? They spoofed it. They spoofed. They manipulated. So now I'm calling them up. And I'm going to record the call. I'm going to, right here. Right here in front of yours to hear. You see, I have anger in my voice right now because they keep denying it. If you look over here, you see this? You see how this is getting flat? That means there's buy pressure being asserted on this, and they're in there preventing it. You see? Where'd it go? Where'd the 65 that just flipped? There it goes. Now, why is it there? Fear. Now it's gone. Where did 60 coin? You just watched him spoof it twice. The coin looks like it's going to rally. There it goes. And look, they just took it off real quick after they dumped it. I'm calling them up right now.
Thank you for calling Coinbase Pro. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. If you believe your account has been compromised, please press 1. For all other issues, please stay on the line.
Well, let's listen to the bullshit. They get annoyed that I keep calling them. I don't care. I get annoyed that you keep robbing me.
Representatives are currently assisting other customers. Please stay on the line, and we will connect you with the next available representative.
Nobody wants this phone call. You could see there is no sell wall here, so the price is pretty stable. It's like 2.58. This one is so badly spoofed that the $300 lower price is actually an improvement over what they've been trading at every day. The $300 deficit's actually an improvement in their price. This is why they need to be sued. You look at anything that uses dollar for dollar, no matter what form the dollar is in, dollar for dollar, this is traded right here. To say tether, it's malarkey. One tether, $1. $1 equals $1 over here. Fiat, one token equals $1 in fiat. So it's still fiat based because you still have to put fiat up for those tokens. It's still a fiat market. You don't see any outstanding large sell walls here, so the price is pretty stable. And it actually benefits from not having any manipulators in it, like who will put up a huge sell wall and then dump into the buys and then lower the sell wall. You go over here, there goes that sell wall. It's never sold, it disappears, and then it comes back. You just...
We will connect you with the next available representative.
This is, you know what this is going to be? You see that deer head, the deer I shot on the wall? There's going to be another head. It's going to say Coinbase on it. You guys know me. You guys know me. A lot of people out there knows me. Everybody, somebody confronted me about fucked up financials and tried to deny it. Lost. Lost.
All representatives are currently assisting other customers. Please stay on the line, and we will connect you with the next available representative.
They know that phone number. They don't want to pick up that line. They don't want to pick up that line. They know they're caught. I'm a pit bull when it comes to my money. Some people play tough. No, I am tough. I don't have to go out. People know me in the street. I'll walk in the neighborhood I shouldn't be in. And they say, no, you don't bother him. Why? Because if you're looking for a problem, he'll certainly give you one. I never bothered anybody. And a few people that were dumb enough to bother me learned why people didn't bother me. I don't go looking for a fight. I just ask to be respected, treated as anybody else would expect to be treated. They don't do this at Coinbase. They allow these people to come in and push you around and rob you.
We thank you for your patience. We are connecting you with an agent now.
Nobody wants that phone call.
All representatives are currently assisting other customers. Please stay on the line, and we will connect you with the next available.
They don't want to pick that shit up no more.
All representatives are currently assisting other customers. Please stay on the line, and we will connect you with the next available representative.
So you could see my claim, right? No sell walls are being used to increase, or buy walls are being used to increase or decrease the price. This is a normal market. Over here, look, they bounce that price in between. one as long as you want. I can get right over to $1 1-on-1, another exchange dollar for dollar. There's no sell walls in there, and their price is $300 higher. You go to yours, spoof, gone, spoof, goes up, spoof, down, spoof, down. If I don't say anything, they might friggin' drop this down again. Now they're afraid to talk to me. I'm telling you, they know my number. Now they're afraid to pick up the phone. It's 1:55 p.m. Coinbase is afraid to pick up the phone now after I told them yesterday.
All representatives are currently assisting other customers. Please stay on the line, and we will connect you with the next available representative.
You see what happened? Now that they got the...
We thank you for your patience. We are connecting you with the agent now.
Whoa!
Email address associated with the account, please.
Sure. It's John, John, Clarissa, Clarissa at AOL.com.
All right. And the legal name of the account, sir?
John Paul Russo.
And the last one, the phone number?
0538.
And you are the account holder, correct?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing today, John?
All right, just calling to let you guys know your BTC book is being manipulated by large sell walls, spoofing sell walls, putting it below the average market price between $300 to $200. And the reason why is the price is being manipulated by those reappearing and disappearing walls that aren't bought or sold. And if you go to any other exchange which has a higher price, you go into their trading platform, you do not see those walls. That's why their price is higher.
Let's see here. Well, I mean, that is part of, I mean, that is a valid trade method, though, to buy on different platforms.
Spoofing is illegal. Now that the SEC has ruled that all the cryptocurrency will be treated as a security, so is the exchange. Spoofing is illegal. And it's causing the price difference between all the other exchanges and Coinbase about a $300 difference because of what they're doing. And they're going to dump this price again.
Well, sir, I don't think it's illegal.
It's illegal. I've been 20 years in this business. Spoofing is illegal. There's 26 market manipulations that are illegal. It's textbook. You can read it. There's kettling.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, if you post a trade, you have no intention of selling or buying it, and you pull it off and you keep putting it on, you're manipulating. You're not trading. I know the difference. I actually have a Series 7. constantly putting up.
Buying and selling securities between markets is not illegal.
No, that's arbitration. I'm not talking about arbitration. What I'm saying.
Sounds like you're talking about arbitration.
Well, you just said selling between two exchanges and platform. No, if you're in here putting a trade up and you're not selling it and you're using it to put a sell wall up to block the price from going up, and then you go to another exchange that sells dollar for dollar and you don't see those sell walls up there and you wonder why the price is $300, it's obvious. You would have to have an IQ below 86 not to understand that. So please don't insult my intelligence today. I know what illegal. If you go on your Litecoin, the same two trades market size been kettling the Litecoin price between them for months, and they change it every week on schedule. And then you're gonna tell me there's no manipulation, that a spoofing trade, a trade that you put up there to block the price from going up, and then you take it off without selling anything, and then you put it back, then you take it off, then you put it back, then you take it off. The same amount of coin keeps appearing at a lower and lower price. I wasn't born yesterday. Come on, huh? This is why you guys are going to get in a lot of trouble, because this is being recorded. If anybody SEC judge hears this, they're going to laugh. And they're not going to be laughing at me, I can tell you that much. So I'm calling up to tell you they're spoofing. Go in there and look at it. Whether you do something or not, I don't care. I'm video recording this. Any trader that's worth his salt sees this, knows what it is. Every trader. There is no doubt. And there ain't going to be no seeds of doubt put in me either.
Okay, so like I said, as usual, I'm making notes and taking up for you.
Well, there's nothing you can do. But the problem, if I keep notifying and you guys don't do anything about it, against your terms of user agreement, what do you think is going to happen next? It's not a threat. I'm being robbed. I'm telling you, you're robbing everybody. They're robbing everybody millions of dollars. On Litecoin, I can't even tell you that it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Eventually people are going to get pissed off for losing. They don't know why. A lot of people don't know why they're losing money. Because they don't know how the market works or how to read an order book. I do. I've been doing it for years. I was paid to do it. And there's a lot of other people in my profession that this has gone across their desk, and they concur with it, and they're willing to testify. So all I'm doing is telling you that it's there. Please don't deny it. It's there. It's more than confirmed that it's there. Believe me. I went to 4 different agencies, and they confirmed it's there after I showed them the data.
What other markets do you look at? If you don't mind me asking.
I use those markets to compare them. Why are they a higher price, right? You go to any higher price market that trades one-on-one a US dollar. Now you go in and you say, why is this platform $300 less than the other platform? You watch the activity in the order book. And what stands out in the order book is they don't have no huge sell walls or buy walls appearing at random and disappearing. You guys are loaded with them. They just come and go like every 30 seconds. You go back to the other one. Why is this one? It's not there. That kind of activity is not tolerated on that other exchange. They make it hard for you to do it, so you don't go there. They come here to Coinbase where they're unaware how it's done. They don't do anything about it. This is a manipulator's dream. And it's always on the exposed order book. All you have to do is go look at the exposed order book. You don't even have to go farther than that. And you look at the lowest price possible on the sell side, and you will see a very large trade that's out of the range of all the average market size trades. And I'm talking not out of the range by 10%, 20%. We're talking 1,000% in some cases, 100%, put on the lowest price possible. That right there is a red flag. This exchange is manipulated and you guys aren't doing anything about it, and it's causing people financial loss, because basically what's happening is they're getting robbed by manipulators. You go to the other exchange, I'm looking at that right now, it's $6,722. Why is it $672? Because it's not being manipulated or kept down, or they're not putting a tombstone on top of the price, because that's what you call a huge sell wall. It's a tombstone to keep the price dead. Man, how the hell did those guys get involved with trading? I'd like to know. I can't wait to talk to the SEC official. I already got the Attorney General. I talked to her already. I want to know how you guys were able to get away with this stuff. The regulators need an earful too. It's just not me here that's lost money here. There's hundreds of people. Hundreds. Basically, anybody that trades on his platform, they've been in there manipulating everything in there. And the user agreement says manipulation is prohibited. So if you're unwary and you come in, well, unprotected, that's not a risk to me, manipulation. And then you get taken. Now I've been asked, I have to go to the American Arbitration Association as instructed. So I'm going to try once again to ask for arbitration to the local government resource. God damn, it's amateur hour, and they think people don't notice. Oh my God.
No, I don't think there's anything professional.
No, there's nothing professional about market manipulation running rampant on an exchange. I'm sorry. You would lose all respect if you go to Beaver Street in the local trading bar, the clearinghouse. You don't show up there at night, because you'd have a problem with the rest of the traders. Once the drinks start flowing, believe me, I've seen it. This exchange should be outlawed. There's no other exchange that's at this low of a price, and the reason why is because the manipulation here is extremely relevant, it's easy to spot, and it's out of control. It's getting worse every day. The more the market reacts to send the price up, the more they're attempting to block the price from going up through illegal trading activity. They're stuck on shorts. They might be overbought in shorts, and they're trying to cover their ass at the expense of everybody else. You guys are lucky my old boss is not alive. Oh my God. You think I'm bad? Woohoo! Mr. Terrell, he'd be flying out to your office right now with like 10 lawyers.
Well, I guess we are, like you said. I don't think you're a bad person.
Well, I'm not a bad person. What I am is a victim with a grievance, and I'd like it resolved. Now, I have more and more people coming over and asking me questions about this at the cocktail parties. Hey, what's going on? What about? I actually could sit across and talk to Mr. Richard Hayden. I see him at least once or twice a month. He's from BlackRock. They asked me, the Brofman family. I know Matthew for years. I know his sister Joni. I know the Israels. My wife works for them. They ask me about this stuff, and I tell them, no. I dip my foot in there. No, not on this exchange. No, get away from that exchange. And they're the kind of people who, why? Well, here's the proof. I gave it to them. I don't want them to get taken. I'm certainly not going to give out bad advice. I'll test the waters myself, and I tested them, and I don't like what I'm saying. You know, if it was, I'm not the one who started this inquiry. I was asked by somebody else to look into it. And I just confirmed what they say. That's how it got started. I do not make an accusation without it being based in fact. And those files that I tried to send you are all the facts I need.
All right, Mr. Donald, so I do, again, like, you have it recorded and notated for you again. Was there anything else I can help you with today, sir?
That's it, man. Just please don't tell people that they don't know what they're talking about when they've been in this business 30 years, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're going to get people twisted. This is my job, finding stuff like this. That's all I ever did.
All right, Mr. Donald, let's talk to you again. Until next time, sir, thank you for calling well. Nothing else yet.
That's it. I'm just doing my job, recording it in. Later. As you can see, the first thing they do is try to discourage you that you don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, this guy hasn't, none of them hold a Series 7. They're 6 months talking heads. They're hired. I had a Series 7. I let it expire because I really don't need it because I don't actually trade on the market. But I gained enough experience that I could tell how to read an order book. I learned this from the likes of Gerald Terrell, from Dunleavy Inc. on Madison Avenue. I used to work the personal assistant of Ralph D'Annunzio on the 19th floor. He was the CEO of Kidder Peabody. John Christian, who was there at Kidder Peabody when it was Clark Dodge, a 10 Hanover Square. I worked over there. I learned from them. Chris Johns, Broad Lee, all of those people. Bill Holmberg, Art Hinkle. I learned from all of those guys over there involved in the markets. They showed me all this back in the day. These people here are no good. And then the first thing they go into is deny, deny, deny. What exchange are you looking at? It doesn't matter what fucking exchange I'm looking at, okay? First of all, this is a dollar-to-dollar swap. That's all it is. So they're on equal footing, dollar for dollar. You have to actually put a dollar in to get a dollar's worth of tether. Whether the token's in between the dollar and the BTC doesn't matter. Doesn't have anything to do with it, okay? If I want to turn around and buy a dollar's worth of BTC and buy LTC, doesn't have anything to do with it. The tether excuse is nonsense. Now, the average price on the market, who's closer to the average price? Like this. 6,600. The last time I checked, 700 was closer to 600 than 400. So that goes to show you. You see these trades down here? They know the market's trying to rally. They really don't have any resistance except this 36. So what they do is they put it down here. And this 36 is probably the manipulators as well. Because remember, he had 70 coin. So you estimate 40, 50, 60, 70 coin, about 60 something. So he split it up. So I don't know what else to tell these guys. Why is this guy high? It's a dollar-to-dollar swap. And all you have to do is look at the order book right here. This is the order book. And then you'll say, well, what's different about this order book? Because the order book directly affects price and volume. What's different about this order book and that order book? You see this right here. It stands out like a sore thumb. Where do you see such huge orders over here? Look, they're not even one coin, not even a half, not even a tenth. Oh wait, now we got another one. Here goes the big tenth of a coin. You go over here. Sure, look at the orders are small. They follow those orders, but not these two orders down here. No, those are manipulation to keep the price from rising. They're going to try to keep it going sideways and then dump it down. And the reason why they're doing that, because look, the buy pressure is getting heavy. It's pushing the graph down. People are buying. We're going green. You see, this one's been up since this morning, 709. It's still going up. But hey, we don't want it going up. Sit on it. Place a tombstone on it. Keep the price dead. Keep it from moving. It's that easy. All right, I'm going to sign off and post this so everybody can hear the idiots from Coinbase Pro who never traded a day in their fucking lives turn around and tell you, well, what exchange are you looking at? What are you doing? How are you comparing it to? They're fishing for information. I'm not giving it to them. I know what he's doing. When the lawsuit comes, they think if they know what I'm looking at, they'll be able to dispute it. What excuse are you going to give? It's a dollar for dollar match. It's a dollar for dollar match. What excuse are you going to use? If 1 shekel is worth $1 and I decide to buy BTC for a shekel and they're both the same equivalent, what the fuck does using the shekel got to do with the market price? 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay? No matter how you screw it around. This gets me pissed off, man. These people think we're fucking stupid. And you idiots out there that friggin', tether, you don't know what you're talking about. You guys are getting me upset too because what you're over there talking on YouTube is causing more trouble than helping anybody out. And why you're causing the trouble, these guys are over here manipulating the market and robbing some other poor souls. You're not helping anybody. You sit there and you say, well, it was manipulated down, but then you look for some kind of excuse. You pick a star out of the sky that shines the brightest, even though it's not doing anything, and there you go. That's your excuse for the manipulation. So you're telling me this over here, these two walls that are put up here to keep the price from rising are because of Tether. That's what you're trying to tell me. All your technical analysis is worth nothing if you do not consider the manipulation. They're not worth nothing. They have zero results. Regardless of the market, right now they say this is a buy phase. Right? We're going green. We're buying. Look at the pressure on the buy side. It's squashing down this little mountain here, lower, flat. But when they manipulate, all of that buy pressure is worth nothing if they don't have the volume to get past that. That's my technical analysis. You guys are going out and buying, it's like buying one of those hammers with the laser on it and a leveler and a polyvinyl handle so you got constant grip. Then I walk over with an old hammer and I hit it once and I bang that fucking nail in. That's all that technical analysis is.